There was no prize money given away, so you can spend 10 to 20 grand and not even give away prize money?
So let's talk about the 14 athletes that were in super matches. Every one of them was travel and airfare and hotel.
Wow.
All 8 of those matches had a losing purse and a winning purse.
That's some big balls.
I agree. I knocked him over the head and got the same amount of money I get if I do a Cooper Tire gig. Right?
Is that a deal breaker?
I thought I was overpaid until I got done, and then I realized he got me. Which, I mean, listen, I don't want to make sure that you know that Jeff Frank is a beast. And what Jeff Frank did was brought everybody there, and now he has all of our knowledge, right? What he chooses to do with that in the future will be the interesting thing. If he doesn't ever have to use me again, but now he knows how to do it, he got off great, right? If I did a good enough job that he wants to use me every time, I'm in, playa. But I will staff myself as well, which is okay because it's just a few more $100 at a local place.
So this is a league that he's trying to create. Is his goals to be Wall?
I don't know. Yeah, I have no. You know what? I did not talk to him about his long-term goals, but let's be completely honest. He's a heavy invested super match guy that brings enough superstars to the event to create a buzz for the rest of the world to jump in as well. I would say no different than what we're doing with the seminars. He is choosing to do with super matches. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. And what your sense when the day was coming to close was they're being fired up for another one, or was like, oh shit, I can't do this for a while?
I'm not sure the financial burden. The financial burden could have been, it sometimes can be the only thing that you worry about. You know what I mean? Because if you lose money, you can't recognize all the good you did sometimes because you personally, it hurts sometimes. However, I will tell you this, for the first time in 10, 15 years, I was at a place at a hotel where I looked around and everybody was an arm wrestler. And we went to dinner with 15 and 20 people at a time. And we all hung out, everybody. And it was awesome. So that national championship, big time, single hotel vibe is a pretty fucking cool thing, man. Bringing
it full together. And what I noticed on social media, Steve Pettis up in Michigan, apparently he had an event canceled. And it's like we're in this world where you got one guy, he says, I have $10,000 in awards sitting here. We are not allowed to arm wrestle. And he's watching an event in a different state where you're like, bah, 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 bah. It's like it's such a stark contrast that this is happening. You got one state where guys can't arm wrestle. You got another state. So for the world out there, Jeff Frank, sounds like it was a tough, stressful situation, but the arm wrestling world thanks you for giving us.
That's the craziest part. To the world, this was just an immense fucking joyride success. Yeah. But to Jeff Frank, I mean, listen, someone should get his story and it should be documented. The actual cost extra related to this event to make it happen. And I'm talking some pretty gnarly stuff like the trophy shop closing down and not being able to send the trophies and him having to pay them to reopen just to send the boxes that were already there.
No lie.
Then
what?
UPS not being available. So him having to air freight it an extra thousands of dollars.
Are you sick? Are you
some really, really gnarly stuff, man?
So what
I would be surprised. I would be very surprised if Jeff Frank does not have the flu or at least a cold, because that guy's stress level had to have been absolutely off the charts.
So under normal circumstance, I just talked about how like, hey, thank you for doing this because it gave us some entertainment. But under normal arm wrestling circumstances, an event is stressful. And what you've described here is almost like trying to go through quicksands to get your event completed. You just keep sliding down and you're fine. Holy shit. Are you serious?
It was a battle for that guy, man. And then to lose his venue on a Tuesday before the Saturday.
Oh my God.
OMG, Jeff.
To also lose the sponsor money from the venue and replace it with a venue that requires a deposit and financial. You know, that's a $2,000 shift. Boom, boom. You get the 1,000 you were supposed to get, and you got to go give 1,000. Crazy,
dude.
Yeah, the man got put through the ringer. There's absolutely no doubt about it. So, there's one thing I would recommend for Jeff Frank is get on this Beast CBD, young man. Beast
Holy
CBD,
shit, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Listen, there's a 30% chance that tournament retired Jeff Frank.
Oh, so you are going to make a prediction that could have happened?
Not a prediction, just the fact
not a prediction, but it was that bad.
That was that
30% that knocks you out of the game.
I would not be upset with the guy if he said, hey guys, I need to take a small step back and make sure that I never do that to me and my family again. Just the holy shit, one thing after another. And all the people that love Jeff Frank, I'm sure were scrambling too. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you be?
And
Jeff Frank's a good dude, man. Like solid
good dude.
What does he do? Does he have a business?
I think I heard him say he was an oil rig man, and you know, for 30 years. And I guess if you jump out there at 17 years old, you can make $150,000 the first year. So he was one of those guys who, I guess, put that work in, and he put his hand in a cookie jar the other day and snatched a bunch of it out to spread it out to the American arm wrestling community. So big ups to the man.
Dude, we haven't even talked about the matches. Wow.
Yeah, they were. I'm more convinced now.
Hold on. So there was people that fell out. Like Robbie Burnett wasn't there. You talked about that big match in Corey West, which I like Robbie, but it just visually it looks like he wouldn't have that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Was there any other fallouts?
Now we know because Corey is another level. No, and it's not even fallouts. It's that there were matches added, like Todd Hutchings and Don Underwood late. Just things that you just know that Jeff went, above and beyond what he had to do. He didn't. 3 of those super matches would have sufficed, but he went way further.
So if you were his buddy and you were talking to him from the get-go, tournament 2, during COVID, your recommendation would have been less super matches? Jeff, Frank, you were excited like me. I get it. I feel you, man. Wait. You got to talk. Say something while you're doing that.
Relax.
Hold on, do it again.
Relax, young man.
Call the Beast. I will cut your budget in half and make sure that when it's over, you'll still have the other half to employ your own ideas. But you have to knock out the foundation. And you have to make sure that you can control what you have. He was crushed. I mean, he did a tremendous thing by pulling that off with the lack of pre-planning. But
okay, I have a question.
I'm glad that he trusted that I could do that, because I have been tested rarely, because I know if I need it to be flawless, then you have to be in control of the bracket from the start to the finish. It's just the way it should be. And then you have to call the people up and check the bracket. But there's no way we had time to do any of that. There's no way.
So just a comment for anyone who's has hated on Travis Bagent in the past. Look, that's a big props. That shows character stepping in there. That Travis did that. That shows you that's a good man right there to step up.
Yeah, well, it was not just me. Like, I'm telling you, I went to Bob Brown and I said, Bob, look at my face. We are in no, here's what I did. I told someone as I was scrambling that I was going to get Bob Brown to do this. Someone then left our little small group and ran into Bob. And as I got to Bob, Bob was telling them, oh, hell no. Travis might as well not even ask me to do that. I'm not doing shit. Yeah. And I tapped him on the shoulder and said, Bob, look at my face.
You are going to help us.
If you don't help us, we are all dying. Every one of us. And he looked and said, okay, but you're paying me. I said, no problem. We got you.
Yeah, I mean, Bob Brown, he thought he was going there, toss back some beers, watch some super matches. I mean, dude didn't want to work.
Nah, Bob stepped up. Bob stepped up.
Okay, so back to the question I did have. Why so many super matches? It's awesome, but man, every super match adds another level of finances, risk of something bad happening.
Let's just put it out there. Every super match is a $2,000 investment to the promoter at the minimum, especially if you're talking about Idaho. You're talking airfare, hotel for 2 nights, and for 2 people, that is $1,000. It just always is. The hotel room costs $100 a night, and the airfare costs $150 each way. It's just the way it is. There's no denying it. So
okay,
and then you got $750, $250, or $500.
Okay, well, hold on. Okay, So that being said, $2,000 per super match. I take it. I'm not 100% sure, but I take it. Jeff Frank is from the Western Canada sort of area, right? Somewhere up there.
Yeah, mask country.
Okay, so if I'm Jeff Frank and I'm in that area, and I know that I want to have 15,000 super matches at $2,000 a pop. If you were to ask me if you were to cut United States into 4 quarters, and I were to say, where can I maximize I obviously want some of this money back. Where can I maximize my return for this? I feel like Boise, Idaho is the last point on earth that I would pick. How did it
Boise, Idaho must be a easy place for Jeff Frank to get to from Canada. It must be. I can't imagine any other reason.
But you feel my point.
100%. And now don't get me wrong. And if you had to have Boise just for the $2,000 from the local sponsor there, I get it. So then let's go to the website in Boise and let's find out, where does Boise try to attract tourism? Do they try, because, if you go to every airport has that $69 airfare to this other big hub, right? At least draw the super matches from those areas. Like, make sure that if there's better travel from Atlanta than there is from, Mississippi, I'd rather get a guy from Atlanta in Paul Passmore and only pay $114 for the plane ticket than grab, let's say Big Wayne Withers, who has to fly out of Birmingham and it's fucking $460. So there's all kinds of research. If you'll notice, when I fly people in, I fly the people in that are from the cities that the flights are cheap from. and I do all the investigation.
Okay, Jeff, I don't know you that well. We've spoken on the phone a few times. I plead of you to be understanding that we're talking about this, but I think this is a great learning opportunity for anyone who wants to promote events. You know, a situation like this, hats off to you for making sure this shit got done. Don't take this the wrong way that we're kind of analyzing it, because I just,
with no COVID, he probably gets the 100 entries that is needed extra, and he's breaks even. He's a genius. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think that there was a lot of contributing factors that probably made it less than perfect financially.
So you're from East Coast and you've done a lot of traveling. Is it like he obviously was trying to get out of Canada? And I know we could just call him up, but you know, we have a show.
I have no reason to presume why you pick Idaho.
No. I'm just saying, if I were to ask you, like, if you were to pick your top 5 places on the West North that you could have an event, what are your top 5? Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco. What cities would you pick?
I would definitely go to NorCal. I would definitely go to Salt Lake City. From what I hear, the amateur situation in Oregon is amazing. So I wouldn't be scared to go to Oregon at all. But I would stay out coming east. You know, you got to be careful when you first start coming east from the West. You got to go all the way. Because if you stop, after you get past Chicago, and maybe after you get past Kansas City, ain't no reason to go any further until you go all the way.
Someone hit me up in the comments how it ended up being Boise, because I am curious. Idaho is like the last place I would think a big tournament you would have. And no dissing, I just am curious. Wow. So let's get to the matches. I didn't watch all of them. I watched some of the highlights. The story of the day for me is that I thought once Corey West busted his bicep, to come back, still arm wrestle and dominate right-handed was amazing. That's kind of the highlight of the story. Was there any other highlights that you would like to extrapolate on?
Well, I mean, it was super exciting to be in the room when Robbie TOPIE and Kody MERRITT were pulling. That definitely was, because Robbie TOPIE lives there now, and he had 30 people there yelling, and it was really awesome. And then to see the match being 3-0, but so competitive in match 2 and 3, it was awesome. You add the factor now that we find out that in match 2, Kody MERRITT broke his arm.
What?
Yes. Breaking news. During match 2, his arm is broke. He wins match 3.
Wait, you're going right here. He broke it where?
Yeah, I'll send you the x-ray as soon as we get off the phone.
I've never heard of this.
Never. I mean, the bone is broke. I'll show you.
Okay,
crazy.
So
and
hold on. This
preliminarily,
left-handed
left-handed match.
And he broke the left hand in the lower part of the arm?
Right near the elbow.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I did watch that. Man, some good matches. Any others? Takeaways? Other matches?
I mean, there were a lot of amazing things. I thought that Todd Hutchings really solidified to me early in the day that he's the best arm wrestler in the United States. Like, he's our guy. And then later on that day, Jordan, he can't really fuck with Jordan, and that makes it really strange that he couldn't. And then Jordan just looked amazing, and and then watching Robbie TOPIE and Kody MERRITT, and knowing that, and even watching Corey West and Dave Chafee, and then seeing that Michael Todd is the belt holder in this league now, left-handed, which is absolutely hilarious, because he really before was never considered a left-handed powerhouse, but he looked pretty awesome with that shoulder roll. But really, as I'm sitting there and I'm working like a slave, as hard as I can. I looked up and I'm watching these guys arm wrestle left-handed, and I realize I'm taking like all this information in, and I cannot help but feel so happy that I know I'm still the best left-handed arm wrestler in the United States by a huge margin, like a huge margin. I'm that much better than those guys. And that is a beautiful thing, man, because, you know, it's easy to question yourself, you know what I mean, in life, you know, and I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, like, yeah, I'm watching Dave Chafee struggle with every centimeter to try to move Corey, right, on the red line. And I'm just thinking about how, oh man, I could really do damage to almost all of those guys today. Like I could just absolutely rip through those guys with, and if I even did 2 push-ups a day, the margin would be so far. And I remember how far the margin was with the U.S. arm wrestlers. It's really not close at all. I would have to go. I have to use my passport for there to be any sort of, you know, just any anxiety about pulling any of those guys. Like, I'm telling you right now, all jokes aside, I could beat, you know, Robbie Topie and Kody MERRITT if I was taking a nap and I got woke up by someone saying go. I could wake up and snatch this motherfucker and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Waking me up. That's how much better I am left-handed. So I don't ever want to be on the rankings again. I should be excluded from any left-handed rankings when it comes to the United States of America. I am far too good for these people.
So you're professional. You're kind of coming full circle, wrapping some things up with some previous shows, bringing back the internet commenters and your own comments, recognizing that maybe in this new social media world that Travis One Bagent needs to maintain a little bit more relevancy, get himself out there. Maybe like you were talking about, I was chasing the paycheck to go to Dubai. You're recognizing that perhaps investing in some stuff to keep your name up above on the.
Yes, hey, let's just put it out there, man. We need subscribers or we can't make any money. If we don't make any money, we can't spread it out and be cool. So, Unfortunately, I have no choice but to be a geek and get behind this camera all the time. All the time.
Yeah. I think it's time for a live show. Super chat.
How about if I hang the phone up with you and I let you know some fucking crazy information and that becomes our live show?
Like right now?
Right, because it has to be a surprise. The thing is, the live show doesn't have to be a surprise, but the world needs to not know where the surprise is coming from.
Okay, well, I have to work on it. I don't know how to do a live show yet.
Okay.
I can do a live with me. I don't know how to do live with 2 people.
Let's work it out. Let's work it out.
So you're saying you have some cool info?
I have some info that we could do a live show this Saturday.
Yeah? Okay.
Live show.
Booyah. I have to check on my kid. Hold on.
All right.
Did you watch the Ron Bath?
For the world. This goes for the whole world. Oh, yes. Yes. I hated watching that.
You were rough.
I was.
You were extra rough on that one.
Yes.
Not the best one.
How about when I said if Gary touches this mic, I might smack the shit out of him.
Yeah. Dude, man, you said you even
do you know how bad of a dude he was at that moment?
Yeah, he was badass. Like I heard that.
My goodness. Like, dude, no. He's fighting in the UFC against every tough dude. Every one of them.
Did he? That was off camera. You could hear it. Did he look at you weird or?
No. He was fucking awesome. Yeah, he was all over it. He was all over the whole thing. It was good.
You were extra biased.
Yeah, but my God, we're in Canada at his hometown, damn near. I mean, Ron Bath needed me. Ron Bath wouldn't have won any match without me.
That video, it's getting some pretty good clicks that we're getting non-arm wrestlers.
Did you put that on my channel?
No, come on, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude,
what is wrong with you,
Are
man?
you cutting me checks, bro? I'm not making Starbucks money. I'd make more at Starbucks.
I'm making you relevant.
I can't split half my archive with you. Otherwise, I'd be in business with
That's one fucking video. One fucking video. One viral fucking video is too much to ask for you.
The point is, people in the comments are like, I got the guy in the white shirt. I don't know about this old guy. They're like, who's the old dude with braces talking about John Brzenk? It is weird reading comments from people who don't know.
Did anybody in the comments say I was an asshole, rough?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Who is that guy on the mic? He is fired.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was even that good either. Like,
it wasn't amazing. It was mostly heckling the crowd rather than like commentating on the matches.
Right. But I had the crowd. The crowd was fired up when Devon started coming back.
But just watching that, man, it was a good. I mean, I don't want to blow my own horn, but it was a good capture.
Weren't you were in love with Devon's sister at that exact moment, right?
Oh yeah.
How
Ashley
about
at the very end?
Oh my God, how icky is that scene? Like, I was like, oh my God, Gary loves this girl. And the lady
fell in love with her that night.
And she's looking in the camera like she loved you too. That was
weird. What people don't
Jody noted, and Jody knew it, and it was even weirder.
Yeah. What people don't know about that time period is that I was kind of on the couch. My wife had put me on the outs. We were thinking about separation. And that was one trip that I took. And I was like, okay, if you're out, I'm going to start flirting. And I totally flirted with Ashley.
Well, here was the craziest part. Imagine you and Devon's YouTube channel presence if that matrimony would have taken place.
Dude,
you guys would have killed it.
Dude, my wife at the time, she had given me the cold shoulder for a month. And I
don't give a fuck.
No. I gotta tell you. I came home from that trip. I sat down and I was like, I met this girl. She was awesome, Ashley Larratt, and she flipped a Yui. She started like being all weird. And Ashley and I chatted for probably a couple of weeks. And I was like, yeah, I'm talking to this girl in Canada. And I liked her. I did. And I think Devon was cool with it.
Yeah, he was because you're a good guy. So you're a fucking great.
One day, Anissa came in. She goes, I want to start over, but the rule is you got to stop talking to that girl in Canada.
Man, Anissa, man,
she shut it down.
She's brutal. She's brutal.
Yeah, she shut it down. So, anyways, that was the end of my in love with Devon Larratt's sister moment.
That's awesome. Yeah, I forgot all about that until I watched that, and I'm like, oh, look at these motherfuckers. They're loving on each other. That's awesome.
Yeah. It was funny. So, okay. One final thing. What are you doing New Year's Eve?
Oh, I'm sure I will be 3 sheets to the wind by the time the fucking ball drops. Wow, what's up?
So here's the thing. I'm doing something special. I wanted you
fucked me.
Okay. How'd I do it?
So what I'm about to tell you, it's not my fault. It's your fault because you told me we were going to do a live broadcast on Saturday when you were in Florida and you were going to arm wrestle. But you left me hanging.
Yeah, it was weak. It was weak. There was no one there.
Yeah, but we could have still done a show.
It was weak.
Well, then message me.
I'm busy, Gary. Don't be fucking with me, Gary. Don't be fucking with me. I'll let you know when I need you.
Anyways, New Year's Eve, Uncle John and I, we're doing a show. We're going to start at 6 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be a live broadcast. We have a special announcement to make. I can't disclose here. However, what
the fuck are you doing? Something without me?
Well, no, we believe it will be a star-studded affair by inviting guests onto the show. You can have a Beauty and the Beast segment.
No, I'm good.
No. Uncle
sounds
John
sounds like a terrible idea.
No. Uncle John and I are going to be on. No. Listen. Uncle John and I are going to be on for, let's say, minimum 6 to midnight.
Are you going to go on my channel with this live at times?
Well, you're welcome to come on, and we will blow up your channel on the show.
On Travis Bagent Unfiltered. We'll do a portion.
The live will be on ARMTV. You're nuts.
You can't do a dual promotion.
I believe
you better figure out how to get Travis Bagent Unfiltered in that motherfucker.
Listen,
you better figure that out.
Listen, I believe that what Uncle John and I are going to do on New Year's Eve will be the hottest thing going in arm wrestling on New Year's Eve. So it'd be good for everyone to be involved. I'm in. On the hour, we'll have special guests. And
I will take the 6 o'clock show. I will take the first immediate half hour because I am going to be fucked up come 10 o'clock.
Okay. So I'll pencil you in. The reason I didn't ask you because I know you will never be able to do 6 hours straight.
No.
Uncle John and I, we're going to crush it. We're going to do something amazing.
You two need to. I need to have fun on New Year's Eve. Y'all need to work. All right, okay, man. Let's talk.
We will talk to you later. Travis Bagent.
Let's do it tomorrow. Later.
We hope you like the content. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now click that little bell icon so you get notified. This was Gary Roberts and Travis Bagent live.
Damn it! Do something else. Don't ever say them two names to me.